Hello again. It's me, as always, funkdoc, and this time we have a 6-player game on Germany. I think we might have had one of these recently on this channel. It's been a while since I did many videos, since, I was over at OrcCon, the first event in the Strategicon season in Los Angeles. So that's where I was focusing my time over the past week or so. But I'm back to it now. Oh yeah, the whole BSW server was down all of last night. Anyway, we're the 6-player here, and this is going to be a tough one. It's me, psteinx, mastaba, Selasphorus, and then JVis and m0rph1ing. J and Morph being kind of the two newer players among this bunch, but the rest are very, very experienced. And on Germany, which should give us a longer game, we might maybe make it to the Step 3 market. Maybe? Anyway, the 4 plant went for a very high price, which is to be expected on Germany. Builds are... Oh man, builds are going to be tough on this one. Oh, 6-player with only 5 regions to share. Before I bid on the 6, I need to think about something. Where's my build? And I think the answer might be the one build in here. I'm going to guess probably one of the twins here. Yeah. One of the twins are Dortmund. I'm not sure which is better. But when we have both red and blue in the game, I'm more okay with a single build in this part of the map. And especially in a 4 or in a 5 or 6-player game in particular, I really, really want to just build one city with the 3 or the 4, because in 5 and 6 player you have a higher chance of getting big plants available on turn 2. And Stein actually bid 6 for the 5. Oh no. The 11 just got drawn, so now 13 will not be available on the first turn. Normally in a 6-player game, the player at the bottom of the auction will normally be able to buy the 13 as the first plant. But that's not going to be the case here because of E11. Womp womp. Jay actually bids for the 9 for the 8. Interesting play. I get where he's coming from, though. He really doesn't. You really don't want to build last on this map. Actually, you know what I'm thinking about building? Never mind. I'm thinking about builds here. I'm thinking Fulda possibly. I either build one in here. Either build one in here, or I think I build either one of the twins or I build Fulda. The problem is Fulda could get countered by a potential Castle Erfurt build. This is interesting. This is interesting. Oh, I should have bought the third oil. I don't know, though. Probably not buying extra oil would be better for me in case I get a plant that doesn't use oil on turn 2. I'm okay with letting mastaba have a $3 oil. Anyway, so yeah. I'm torn between Fulda, because I can get over here or here. I think I'll try this. Just kind of central in all this cheap stuff. No. If I were in JVis's position, JVis has a couple good builds available. Either Castle Fulda, that seems potentially most obvious to me. It would be either Castle and Fulda or next to me. I kind of hope he builds next to me because that means I'd only be facing a double build and not a triple build as the person going next to me. Actually, I don't think I'll face a triple regardless, which makes me feel a lot better about my position. Huh. Jay goes for the south. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, that leaves this yellow bit open. I bet mastaba probably takes Fulda now. I'm betting mastaba. If I were mastaba, I build Fulda, and then Selasphorus would build next to me, I think is what's going to happen. I'm okay with that. Okay. Or, Erfurt makes sense too, because now with all the stuff being taken, there's no reason for someone else to build Fulda. Yeah. To be expected. Yep. To be expected. Hey! And I'm even going to get Dortmund second turn, which is sweet. I think what I might want to do now. Here's what I'm thinking, actually. Let's see, 37 being taken. All right, so come to think of it, I might build the second twin here. Possibly. And just concede Dortmund to Selasphorus over here. I guess. Anyway, I'm not bidding. I'm bottom in the turn order. I'm not bidding for the 13. 16, on the other hand. Holy shit! I will go for the 16 because 16. Here's my thinking. Mastaba, I think, will obviously put the 16 up for bid. And I'm going to bid him on it. Because I want to build a 3 this turn. I should probably still take Dortmund. Dortmund is a good connection to help me break out of the corner. I can bid 17 for this, buy an extra oil, and still get the exact build that I want. 18 should get bid up pretty good. I think Mastaba will want to go vie for 18. It's a better fit with the 9 compared to 16. Hey. All right. Yeah, now I'm really glad I did not buy that extra oil. What's the supply chart? The resource supplies for 6-player are just ridiculous. Well, wow, Mastaba buys the 6. m0rph1ing is going to get that sweet, sweet 18 drop. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me make sure I got this. Leaves me with 7. I can buy 3 oil. Let's go. I mean, the 6 makes some sense, because Masaba's just playing for turn order now. He wants to go to the bottom. Or close to the bottom, anyway. But yeah, I was willing to bid for the 16 here because being able to efficiently power 3 cities on turn 2 is a massive moneymaker. That's like one of the biggest money advantages you can get in this game. Like, I'm guaranteed to be at the top next turn, so that's why I went for the extra oil. Though it might end up costing myself $1 that way. I don't know. Like, I'm not buying a plant next turn in any case. Well, I mean, I'll put 22 up for bid just to see. Since I should be able to build one city with it, at least. Yeah, I'll put 22 up for bid. Why not? Yeah, I want to set myself up here to make the monies. One thing I found is that 6-player seems to reward money making more compared to 5-player because you get less severe market stalls. $26. Okay. Well, at least this won't go cheap with these people in the game. This also now makes me glad I bought that extra oil last turn. For the record, m0rph1ing building Hanover as the second city, I think that's a little bit greedy. My suspicion is that Selasphorus is going to jump to Hamburg this turn. That's what I'm thinking. I think mastaba will pass in 26 now. This is, like, for this only being the third turn of the game, this is, like, too much to pay for 26 in most circumstances. Well, 28 is okay. I don't think this will really get any bidding, though. Oh, Selasphorus bids for it. Okay. Uranium isn't super cheap at this point, so it kind of surprises me to see 28 being bid, but at the same time, it could pay off huge if another dud drops here. So, like, in this game, like, I'm going for the extreme money strategy and trying to see how well that pays off in a 6-player. Like, I'm trying to combine money making with like decent turn order here. And see how that pays off. Oh, mastaba even bid for the 28, bid 30 for it. This is interesting. I mean, I can see why, because people are not... Oh my god. Well, JVis has to buy something. I bet he's going to buy 12 probably. JVis might buy like the 12 or the 7. I assume he'll buy one of those just because oil is so cheap right now. And plus that would attack 26. Sorry. Yeah, Jay's got to buy a plant here. Jay has to buy a plant. Jay passes on plants, really now. Huh. I mean, I get that Jay's not under a lot of pressure to build, but oh boy. At the very least, I would have bought like the 12 or something. Like the difference between the 12 and the 7 was really only going to be one spot in the turn order. So yeah. All this dang coal. I assume Stein's just going to go for oil now. He has to. Yeah. Oil is clearly the key resource to attack here. Alright. I'll just play this safe now. I don't think Selasphorus is going to build too much, but just in case he does, I want to be ready. Okay, he doesn't build. Which means I think I go for coal now. And m0rphling's not going to build either, because m0rphling bought coal instead of oil. Ooh. Interesting. Might as well build this now. Start justifying that 22 purchase. Stein deciding to make the move up into the north to attack me since the Selasphorus wasn't going to do it. Okay. Well, 21 is going to be solid next turn. Stein being Stein in the chat. Oh, I see what Stein's doing. Okay. 11 is a reasonable choice. Like, he wants to move the market. Plus, I mean, he has 4 cities. He was only powering 2. He needs some help there. So, yeah. Makes sense. 21 is almost certainly going to come up next, and it'll get some good bidding when it does. Selasphorus and JVis are in a both in a great position to fight for 21 now. The nice thing is Selasphorus is going to be able to jump north. So m0rph is going to be put in kind of a tough position here. Now me... Question is, where would I even think about building to 5? Ooh, I could go Trier, actually. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if Trier were still open. Well, these two people can bid now. Y'all better bid good for 21. $1 oil here? Yeah. Okay, 21's going for a good price now. $15, well, Celeste has to buy that, yeah. JVis has fairly cheap cities with Stuttgart and Nuremberg here. Those are going to be his obvious builds, I bet. Alright. Well, we do have a decent amount of oil being used now. But even still... I guess I just take the $3 oil here. That's fine. Okay. If I can still get Trier, I'll be good. Selasphorus, I assume... Yes, Selas is obviously going to jump north. That makes sense. Jumping north. Jumping north. Okay. I just want Trier. All I want's Trier, man. I'll be okay with Trier. Alright, so I carve out a space. Alright, anyway, what were the plans build? 12, 14, 24, 30, 33, 36, 38. 38's going into the deck now. But yeah, I can just stall at 5 cities now. Nothing else for me to do for the rest of step 1. I'm not going to bother with 24. 24 is nice, but I'm pretty sure... I mean, like, I'm in a perfect position now to pick my spots here. What I'm going to do is just sit here, stick with 16 22. It's still a really efficient way to power 5 cities. And I'm waiting for others to build above me. I can drop in the turn order some and also wait for some bigger plants to come on the market. I'm not really in the market for a 4 right now. I've already committed to this 3 and the 2 as my efficient money-making plants for now. So I want to really target a 5 or a 6 next. Stein gets 29. Celeste gets 24. And there's that sweet, sweet 30. Problem is, m0rph1ing can't even buy it. Yeah, m0rph1ing is just forced to build now. Like, normally 30 at cost, if you get that in the 6-player game, that is god tier. But m0rph1ing is just so far behind because of getting like the 18 and then the 26 and paying so much for the 26. But yeah, I feel like honestly, I'm still in a very commanding position in this game, even though it doesn't look like it in terms of plant power right now. I have a massive money lead over the whole rest of the field here. And with Germany, I think that's going to pay off. Eventually. We've already gotten through most of the potential stall plants as well. Mostly. There's still a few duds left. Not too bad, though. 17, 19, 23, 27. That's really about it. So it's a decent amount of duds, but with the amount of plants left in the deck, that's not too high of a percentage. All right. At any rate. I'm not going to buy extra oil anymore. Because I'm going to start dropping below some of these folks in the turn order, I bet. Yep, I drop below Stein, I drop below m0rph. Selasphorus is an interesting spot here. Okay, he just uses all the coal. Makes sense. He's going to let trash grow cheaper. Get a little more use out of that 10 since he's only powering 5 cities here. Makes sense. Let that trash grow cheaper and cheaper. Especially in preparation for 30 possibly coming onto the market soon. And I have no goddamn reason to build now. Commence the stall. $50 out, 46 in. All right, well, I think this is my time to bid for 30. m0rph drops instantly as expected because m0rph still has building to do. Actually, m0rph can't even build, can he? He's kind of stuck. Like, he's running that 26 and he's not getting anything out of the 18 right now is the issue. I'm just going to get past some of the foreplay here. Interesting that Stein drops out of the 30 auctions so quickly. All right, let's get past some of the basic bids here. Okay, we're actually down to only half the field now. That's surprising to me. I was expecting more people to stay in for 30 here. But this is definitely my target. Why? Here's why. Because I don't need to use it at all during step 1. So I can let trash grow cheaper. That's what I'm thinking with this. And the majority of plants left in the deck are below 30. So this is going to be worth a lot of money, I think. JVis pausing to think. Yeah. Right around the price I expected, and right on cue is a 17. This market's just ridiculously breaking my way this game. Oh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is about my game to lose at this point. JVis might want to consider buying one of these plants and moving the market. Probably like 7 or 12. Nah, but he's going to stall. I think JVis is just going to try to stay bottom in the turn order for whenever step 2 begins. But yeah. I don't think... I have a hunch that Mastaba would probably not buy a trash this turn. In which case, I would buy $2 trash. I think I would just buy that one. Oh, JVis already... Oh, that's right, because it only takes 6 cities to trigger step 2 in a 6-player game. This looks like JVis is going to be building to 6 because Jay definitely has a lot of open space to build in here. And he can break the stall on this one. I only bought 1 trash there because I figured Selasphorus was not going to be too induced to buy extra. Yeah. Jay might build 1 more to get the 7 out of the game. That's a possibility. Okay, he stops there. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to be close to the top, but not quite for step 2. Not the greatest thing in my position, but given my plants compared to the rest, I'll take it. Okay, no, Stein actually builds up top. Never mind. We know 46 is going under the deck. I just didn't get to see what else was taken there. 46, 44 out. This is where things get tricky here. So we still have a couple duds left. 19 and 23. Those are potentially left in this deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass in 32 right away because I know 32 is gonna go for a lot of money. As cheap as oil is now, yeah, 32 is worth a lot, especially with how how important these early 6 capacity plants are in the 6-player games. The early capacity matters more because the game ends sooner in terms of turns. It only takes 14 cities to end the game as opposed to 17 in a 3 or 4-player game. So early capacity becomes a lot more important. That's part of why I was willing to fight so hard for the 30. Thing is, though, 30 also gives me a turn order advantage compared to 32. And also going to be a less competitive resource, I think. Like, Masaba's going to buy something and replace the 6 this turn. I'm not worried about the 6 being a thing. It would just be Selas buying trash on me. But if it's just the 30 and the 24, in a 6-player game for step 2, we have 5 trash restock per turn, so it actually is sustainable since I would be using 3 trash per turn and Selas using 2. But yeah, 32 is going to go for over 50 easily. JVis needs this plant, I think. There's like a small but legitimate risk of a dud for JVis. I think, and with him being at the top of the turn order, I feel like he's the player who most needs this plant. He's worse off plant-wise compared to Stein. I get why Stein passed on 32. There we go. There we go. Bit of that 32, buddy. Like, I'm okay with it going close to what the 30 goes for. I feel like that's a good result for me. And we got a few players who really need this plant. Morph, which drops out, which I think is wise. Morph still has some catching up money-wise to do. But yeah, Jay and Mastaba, those are the 2 who need to fight for this plant. Let them go at it. There we go. Okay. Well, 25. That's a pretty good one. And I'm going to pass. What I'm going to do here is kind of see who ends up with which plants, what builds look likely, and kind of try to play the turn order game compared to the rest. I mean, 25 is going for more money than 26, which is kind of unusual, but also 26 arrived on the third turn of the game, so this makes a lot more sense. And m0rph1ing wins again, bidding for 25. Okay. 33, that's cool. I don't need it. There is a slight chance 34 shows up here. Oh, there's actually a little bidding for 33. I can see that on Germany. I just don't have a great pressing need for it. Also, I'm glad 33 came because that's another plant that would lose to my 30 in the tiebreaker. So 2 of those now. Ooh, Stein having... Oh my god, this is crazy. Stein has to buy 27 now. Yeah, pretty sure he's not winning this game. Oh my god, it actually came. Holy shit. Yeah. I know for a fact that... Okay, here's the deal. So I know for a fact that 34... Okay, 35 is guaranteed not to drop. 23 could come, which is a dud. Oh god. Sure. Oh, 31 actually came. God damn it. Mastaba buying 2 uranium is interesting. I sort of get it because, like, they would want to attack me. I understand that. But, eh. I mean, 3 uranium come back into the game per turn. And there's only 3 uranium plants in use. You're kind of hurting yourself, but also kind of hurting me. And hurting me does make sense. Actually, we're getting close to step 3 now, so... The key thing is that we don't get the step 3 auction on the next turn. Which should happen because, I mean, nobody's going to build a 14 this turn. That would end the game. Alright. I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to hold off on the uranium a little bit. Plus, it's, you know, I attack other players more this way. I spend 7 for the oil compared to 5 for uranium, but this the oil does more to attack other players. So that's what I'm thinking with it. Now, had I gotten that 31 drop, like, I'd be winning this game for sure. This is interesting right now. I mean, I'm happy enough with getting 34 for less money than 25 went for. Mastaba sure did a lot of building into me. which I don't mind, obviously. Okay. If Selas can only build to 8, I feel better about myself then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, JVis paid really good money, paid a lot of money for 21 and 32, so feel all right about that. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to get to 9. Which tells me Bremen. And log out for this turn. Also, I just realized 34 screws me on turn order too. Boo. Well, I don't care too much though. Don't care too much though. I'm really pleased I was able to get the north. I was worried about that. At least some of the north. Alright, Stein builds above me. I'm okay with that. 23 coming in to block the market. Now, well, no, 23 is not going to block too much because 20 is going to come in next turn. I might have screwed up with this 34 thing. Yeah. Well, at least there's... Actually, no, wait. Never mind, because there's going to be a crappy market after 20. So 20 might actually go for a lot of money here. Because after this, like, who's going to want to buy any of these friggin' plants? So, we could see a scenario where this possibly ends up going for more money than 34 went for, which would make me feel a little better. Because we're at a stage now where 23 is not really going to help anyone, except for, like, in terms of capacity. Even mastaba, like, 23 wouldn't really help, so to speak. The nice thing is I can shoot for more capacity on the next turn. But 20 is going to be worth a lot of money, I think, in this situation. But fortunately, I'm not the one who needs it. Really? I'm shocked at the lack of bidding for the 20. Now, I'm not so sure about my bidding for 34. I mean, y'all know you're not... Really? 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 Really, dog? Really, dog? Really, dog? Now I'm concerned I might have blown this game, actually. 34 was a tricky one. I wanted to drive up Selasphorus on it. But man, if I had gotten 31 at cost, I'd be so winning this game right now. Now I'm not so sure if I win it. Like, yeah, 34 got me to 14 capacity, but it's going to take more than 14 to win, and we're actually going to see the Step 3 auction. I mean, it's an interesting play. I do see why mastaba passed, though. Problem is, this puts Stein in a pretty good position now, actually, I think. There we go. There's JVis. I used to say JVis had to be planning a big resource buy. Yeah. So in this situation, okay, I like what Morph is doing. My thinking here is, yeah, buy a lot of coal. All right. We're gonna buy trash, buy uranium, and I think I don't buy oil, actually. Because there's obviously no way in hell I can end the game now. I'm taking a little bit of a chance, arguably, but probably not too much. I mean, if I bought oil, I could only make it to like 12 cities anyway. Here's the problem, though. That 34 bidding is going to turn out really bad for me, I'm afraid. Because it's going to end up taking me 2 plants to get to 15 capacity in the next turn when I could have gotten it with just 1 plant if I'd waited. God damn it. Now Stein is obviously my big concern here. But Stein has a lot of places to go. Stein has a lot of places to go. Do think I have to take this, though. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I blew this game now. Yeah, yeah, I threw this game away with 34. Like, 30 was totally worth the money, for sure. Absolutely worth the money. That's 30. Problem was, yeah, 34 was the problem because if I had waited and done something later, I could have ended up with my 6 and 3. I could end up buying a 6 plant just going for 15 and probably winning the game that way. In fact, I might not even... Well... Yeah, I probably shouldn't have even bought 31 if that had dropped after I gave... Had I given up 34, I probably shouldn't have bought 31 either, because I knew that it would be guaranteed to be kept off the market next turn. On the following turn, then, I would mean. And I could just wait till step 3. Yeah, Stein's probably going to end up winning this, you watch. God, I screwed myself so bad with 34. Even Mastaba's going to end up beating me with 38. Actually, Mastaba's a real candidate to win this if he gets 38 at a decent price. Yeah. Which it looks like he's going to get. So that'll be interesting. In fact, I have a hunch Mastaba might probably beat Stein. If he gets this plant. And I think Mastaba's he knows he needs this plant. Well, I mean, actually, 36 is safe for Mastaba as well. He doesn't need to go too hog wild for this, but it's still worth a good amount more money than 36, just from cheaper resources. But yeah, I just so botched this game. We'll have to see the money. I might not have even won anyway. Okay, if Selasphorus can only get to 14, I might beat him at least. Maybe I even beat Stein, considering Stein... Ooh, Stein opted to replace the 29 instead of the 27. That's interesting. That tells me I at least beat Stein as well, but... Yeah, this is Mastaba's game now. And it looks like m0rph1ing might actually get second, which surprised me given how much he overpaid for 26 early on. I thought m0rph1ing was just going to be completely screwed. Now he's probably going to finish above me. $35 ended up going for a similar price. No way. I find it hard to believe that Mastaba is going to lose to Morph here. Something I just thought of, actually. With regard to how I played this game, something I just thought of is I might have been better off staying at 4 cities in step 1 and not making the big jump into Trier. I really wanted to get the full value out of my 16 and 22. But I'm learning in retrospect that wasn't worth it with the turn order issues, which were not an issue until I got to 30. Mastaba was saying he might not even have 15. This is going to be interesting now. I might still have a chance in this game if others don't get to... If others can't get to 15, I might still have a chance in this one. Interesting. I gotta believe Mastaba gets to 15, though. Yeah, he does. Okay. I figured Mastaba probably has it. Alright, that's fine. Oh, Stein didn't... Wow, Stein was a lot poorer than I thought. Huh. Okay. Pretty sure I finished ahead of Selasphorus. I know I beat Stein and JVis. So I get either second or third here, I bet. Depends on if Morph can get to 15. I'm not sure he can. Morph paid a decent chunk of change for that 35. Alright. Very nice game, mastaba. Alright. Very well played to mastaba. I thought he was kind of screwed in this game, but it lasted just long enough for him to get back in it and win by the thinnest of margins. Very well played, mastaba. You took a game that I thought I was crushing. Nice job, and I will see you later.